Hey there, it's Crystal from the Mastery Math Lab. In this video, we're going to be subtracting rational expressions with factoring first. Let's start out by looking at 5 over x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 2 over x squared minus 9. In order to add or subtract fractions, we always need our denominators to be equivalent to each other. And so our first step is going to be to factor them and see what needs to be multiplied out so that they're equivalent. In this case, we have x minus 3 times x minus 3. And in this case, we have x plus 3 and x minus 3. Awesome. So now that we have these denominators, we're going to go ahead and put our new denominators into our fractions. So 5 over x minus 3 times x minus 3 minus 2 over x plus 3, x minus 3. Since there's an extra x minus 3 that isn't over on this side, we're going to go ahead and multiply by x minus 3 in the denominator and x minus 3 in the numerator. Over on this side, since we have an extra x plus 3 in the denominator, we're going to multiply by x plus 3 on this side in the denominator and x plus 3 in the numerator. So now we're going to go ahead and distribute this 5 to both pieces in the numerator, and then this 2 to both pieces on this side. So that's going to go ahead and give us 5x plus 3 over x minus 3, x minus 3, and x plus 3. And then minus 2x minus 6 over x plus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 3. Since both of our denominators are now equivalent to each other, we can go ahead and evaluate the numerators. Let's go ahead and do that on the next page. So now that we have 5x plus 15 over x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3, minus 2x minus 6 over x plus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 3, we're going to go ahead and combine both fractions. We are able to do this now because this denominator is equal to this denominator. So let's go ahead and start doing that. 5x plus 15 minus, and this is very important, we're going to open up a set of parentheses. We've got 2x minus 6. We're going to close up that parentheses. The reason that it's so important that we include parentheses on this is because this negative is going to apply both to that 2x and to that negative 6. So we're going to go ahead and write our denominator real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and distribute that negative. That's 5x plus 15 minus 2x plus 6 over x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3. When we combine our like terms, we're going to go ahead and get 5x minus 2x, that gives us 3x, and then 15 plus 6 is going to give us positive 21, and then we have over our denominator x plus 3, x minus 3 squared. And we're going to go ahead and use that squared sign in order to save some space on here. And we can use that squared sign only because we have x minus 3 right here and x minus 3 here, and that is the same thing as saying x minus 3 squared. But we're not quite done yet. This numerator right here is able to be factored out. Since there is a common factor of 3, we're going to say that that numerator becomes 3. Now 3x divided by 3 leaves us with x, and then 21 divided by 3 leaves us with positive 7. Our final answer for this is going to be 3x plus 7 over x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3. I hope this video helped, but if you still need a little bit more practice, please feel free to come visit us in GL 263.